start.
Sounds good.
Okay, what is popping in your lives today? I'm Racing89 here bringing you a brand new video, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Jiffy Lube Grand Prix, the 16 minutes at Long Beach. And today, we gotta go...
Attention grid, all non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
Really quickly. On the pole, let me get up here. Why the hell isn't it letting me switch stuff? There we go. On the pole, we have Jacob Cummings. In second, we have Wolfgang Stone. In third, we have Ben Fuller. In fourth, we have Joe Donahue. Oh, and Joe Donahue's joining me too. In fifth, we have Robbie Noonan. In sixth, we have Ryan LaFleur Jr. In seventh, we have David Land. In eighth, we have Scott Sharp. In ninth, we have Matthew Urkel. And in 10th, we have Kyler Boggs, and the race is getting ready to start. Let me go back to the lead. Here we go. Green flag is out at Long Beach. Woohoo! I'm joined by Joe Donahue today.
Hi, everybody. It's great to be here.
Sorry, I just wanted to go over the starting lineup, so I just kind of did it really quickly, and hopefully I didn't piss too many people off. Okay, here we go. Into the first corner, we have Wolfgang Stone on the outside. Here comes Brian on the inside of his teammate. Up on the rumble strip, makes contact.
Brian was getting pretty antsy at the start there. He wanted to make some moves early.
So does his teammate Ben Fuller here on Jacob Cummings. Jacob Cummings falls back. Joe Donahue now in second. Wolfgang Stone in first. Made that pass on the outside.
Hey, Scott Sharp's moving up from the rear, too. He's starting to challenge, and in fact, he took Brian.
Yes, he did.
Or, no, he didn't.
Well, no, he didn't take him, but I think Scott Sharp fell back. Brian had to pass him. So, great racing here so far at Long Beach. I did a test race here earlier on, and let's just say somebody flipped. So I think we should see some great racing today.
It's set to be a good one. You know, street racing with GT cars. It's fun. You can tell. I mean, IndyCar racing is a heck of a thing, but it's rarer to see sports car racing on the streets. But it's still exciting.
That's why we love to see it, because we have great excitement. Here we come into the hairpin. Here comes Jacob Cummings on the inside of Joe Donahue. Gets a little bit loose. Can he make the pass down the straightaway? Won't have as much momentum as Joe does, as he kept it clean through that turn. Now Ben Fuller maybe trying to make a look here. Joe Donahue just really trying to make Jacob Cummings chill out so that they can catch up to the leader and not let him get too far ahead.
Yeah, these two are teammates, and they're going at it, and I'm pretty sure they shouldn't be if they want to be competitive, but I don't think it matters.
Speaking of teammates, Brian just made a pass on Ben Fuller. It looks like Scott Sharp's going to try to make one as well.
Well, if Scott Sharp's going to follow.
He went into a garden to get him. And I will say the car that flipped was Scott Sharp trying to make a pass on a rumble strip, so hopefully it doesn't happen again.
Well, he's getting close. He's getting close.
He is loose. Okay, we got to keep an eye on him right now. Scott Sharp is the man who's trying to get on SportsCenter. Here was the turn that he flipped on, and he hits the wall.
Wow, that's not good at all. Isn't he our championship points leader?
Yes, he is. He is actually dominating, if I am not mistaken, which he is, yes. Oh, Kyler Boggs is like, what are you doing, buddy?
Nah.
He is not happy with Scott Sharp here. Scott Sharp, that was the turn that he flipped on in the test race, and he just had a problem in it right there. Tough break for him, our points leader, but as long as he can finish, I really don't think that it'll hurt him that bad.
Well, he's built up a little bit of a buffer in the championship, so a race like this it's not good, but he's got some room with it. You know, everybody's got their... Someone just hit the pit lane.
Was Jacob Cummings?
And someone else did too. Robbie and Jacob.
And Ben Fuller.
Wow.
So 3 cars are pitting. I didn't think that pit strategy would take... Let's actually take a look at that. Oh, yes, it will. It can only run 3 laps. Holy crap, we're going to have a lot of pit stops here.
Wow. Yes.
I was not 100% sure on that, and it looks like Joe Donahue took the lead from Wolfgang Stone. So we're going to be seeing a lot of pit stops.
Well.
Well, that completely changes the race, but hey, who doesn't want to see another Alexander Rossi finish? Probably Wolfgang Stone and Joe Donahue at this point.
Well, if we're going to have so many pit stops, you got to be careful, because you surely want to take as few pit stops as is possible. So these guys who came in already are risking fuel strategy that turns out bad.
On a video. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. So, here comes Brian LaFleur into the pit lane. Here comes Scott Sharp. Scott Sharp is going everywhere. So
How
Joe,
long does a pit stop take here? Like, let's look at, say, Jacob Cummings, see how far along he is on the track.
Looks like he just got out. Looks like they all just kind of got out.
Well, that's going to be an interesting
Factor.
addition to this race.
Close that out there. Sorry about that, guys. Well, this is an interesting race so far.
Yeah, there's some interesting things going on here. Did Wolfgang... Oh, the two Porsches here stayed out.
Yeah.
Are they the only two that are still out there and yet to make their first
No, there's
stop?
somebody behind them, I believe. It's Kyler.
So, Kyler is following the leader's pit strategy,
Yes,
which
he
can
is.
pay off and can not.
Yeah.
We'll have to see.
We'll have to see how that works out for him, where he files when these guys come down pit road.
We'll also need to see whether pitting earlier is better or pitting later is better. A lot of times in a race, if you pit a lap earlier, you're set up to be, in the long run, in front, or other times it's later. But this early in the race, it doesn't really have much of an effect because, you know, you got plenty of time. But
You got plenty more pit stop. Here come the two leaders. Will Kyler follow? I don't think he is. Oh, yes, he is. My bad.
I would hope. If the fuel range is 3 laps, we've hit the 3rd lap at this point.
Yes,
So
we have.
have to see.
So Jacob Cummings is way far back. So these pit stops do indeed take a while. So that could play into how many pit stops we... Oh, obviously it's going to play into how many pit stops we have today.
Yeah, and you can... I mean, Jacob Cummings, he pitted on, like, the 2nd lap?
Yes. So that's not going to work well for him. Jacob Cummings is already... I mean, unless they have a different fuel strategy. I mean, we got to play into a fact with timing out the pit stop. Maybe it'll work in his favor. We're not sure yet.
No, yeah, we're not sure. And in the long run, if he has to make one more pit stop than these guys, it's going to be bad for his day and his performance.
Maybe he'll have his pit stop. Maybe he pitted early. Those guys pitted early so that they take their last pit stop and they run out of fuel at the start-finish line, where these guys might have to pit a lap short.
Yeah, and that will play into
That will definitely play into the strategy.
good stuff for the
We have yet
guys
to
at the
find
front.
out.
But they're not out of the pits as Jacob Cummings is coming by.
No, he is. Though they are not. He will easily take the lead. Joe Donahue just coming out. Well, this is unfortunate for them. Oh, what happened to Ben Fuller?
Ooh, Ben Fuller's got damage.
He has got plenty of damage here. There's Robbie Noonan, Ryan Flair Jr., got Sharp. And then here come the 3 cars. Skylar Boggs actually making a position. And they are going to get past. Now Matthew Urkel is now 7th. So these guys are all in the back. This could work for him in the future, hopefully, but we're not sure yet.
Wolfgang Stone trying to pass Kyler Boggs already.
Yes. Well, definitely.
Antsy to get around that Viper.
Definitely the quicker car. But he cannot get it done just yet. Kyler Boggs going to play some defense. I mean, he did like to play defense on him at Laguna Seca. That really did hold back the 47 race tech cars at Laguna. So,
Yeah, but Wolfgang's got a pretty good run, but he didn't get it to work. But in general, ladies and gentlemen, the longer the car waits, the more prone they are to go to the back through the succession of everybody going through the pits. But they can go further on fuel, which may play into it as well. So we've got a pretty dynamic event going on here with fuel strategy.
Yes, we do. Not something that we're used to seeing. Jacob Cummings is the leader. Ben Fuller actually not far behind him anymore. And is that Robbie? Nope, Ben Fuller coming back down to pit road.
Well, he does have damage.
That's
and
probably what it is, yes.
yeah.
Maybe they said this lap, and then we can make a strategy to the end as well.
Yeah, maybe this will play into Ben Fuller getting a good performance today. You never know.
We have yet to find out. And it looks like Joe Donahue is now caught up to Matt Urkel. And he's not far behind David Land.
Well, those Porsches are fast, and,
Yes, they are.
and
They
we,
are.
we have seen some struggling with the BOP on the Vets and Vipers in this. It's pretty hard to get it just right, and but in terms of racing, Joe Donahue has a bit of an advantage in pit stop strategy. He lasted a lap longer, so he should be able to go maybe even 2 laps longer in this stint. And we'll see what happens, though, because, we got half of the race down, half to go, and more pit stops and more action.
Yes, we do indeed. See, Scott Sharp got into that crash earlier. Came down to pit road. Seems like his car handling fine now. Like we said, championship leader. Can you really expect anything less out of him at this point? So.
No, you can't. And, he had a bad start to this race, but he's starting to do better. Obviously, he's in 4th place now. Not bad.
Robbie Noonan and Brian LaFleur Jr. into pit road.
So
And so is
Scott
Jacob
Sharp
Cummings.
Yes. So Scott Sharp has assumed the lead now.
Scott Sharp has. Well, where is Scott Sharp? We gotta find Scott Sharp. There's Scott Sharp. David Land in 2nd. That's probably the best he's been all season.
Yeah, the Vipers have had pretty okay qualifying efforts in the past, but race-wise they fall off. But the pit stop strategy's working for him pretty good right now.
Yes, it is. But Joe Donahue has now caught up to these guys on their pit strategy, which is not good for them at all. That just shows how fast he is today.
Hey, the Porsches, they're doing okay for themselves today.
Yes,
But
are.
yeah, pit stop strategy is something to watch for.
Yes, it is. Let's see where our leader Scott Sharp is. There he is, 3 seconds ahead of David Land, if I'm not mistaken. I am not. So big gap for our points leader today. I mean, I don't expect. I mean, he has to stop one more time, I believe.
I think everybody's going to stop one more time here.
Whether
That might
who's
mean that
out.
the guys in the pits right now are good to go to the end.
Yes.
And Ben Fuller, we'll have to see about that, too.
Yes, we will. So here comes Scott Sharp. Where's Ben Fuller? Let's see where Ben Fuller is. I mean, he should be pretty far back. Yeah, he is.
Oh, yeah, he is way back.
Well, it's because everybody.
Well, yeah,
hasn't
with the
pitted yet.
damage, his pit stop took a lot longer than the rest of the field will take.
Robbie Noonan and Brian LaFleur will, and Jacob Cummings. Jacob Cummings will be the provisional leader. It seems that Scott Sharp is in pit road. David Land is now in pit road. And I think there was one more car. Yeah, Matt Dierkel is in pit road as well.
These pit stops do take a good while, but
They
we'll
do.
have to see what Jacob Cummings pulls out of here.
So now Joe Donahue is in the lead.
So he's assumed the lead, but we can't guarantee he's got it because
No, we can't guarantee
It's not
anything
straight.
at this point. Definitely the fastest car of the race, in my opinion.
as far as I can see, the Porsches seem to be the fastest cars out there. But pit stop strategy playing into today's race more than speed.
So this time, Joe Donahue is out here on the track, but he doesn't have his teammate Ben Fuller going at it with him. So now he can build up a bigger lead now that he's not fighting with someone else.
Mm-hmm.
And he was fighting with Wolfgang Stone as well, so he had something holding him back. Will that help him now that he doesn't have anything?
He might have been able to kind of, with the restrictions he had on his speed and such, he might have been able to save some fuel, maybe? Not tires, certainly not tires, but maybe
No,
fuel.
not at this track. Now here he comes down to pit road. Here comes Wolfgang Stone as
Boy,
well.
the excitement builds.
I expect.
What's Kyler going to do? You think he's going to stay out?
You know
try
what?
to
At this point, I
stretch it?
don't think he has anything to lose, but he is going to come down to pit road. So
Okay,
let's
so-
find out where Jacob Cummings is. Jacob Cummings has a long way to go. Who is behind him? I mean, they're not that far. Is Brian LaFleur behind him? Robbie Noonan not far behind Brian. David Land, I mean, he's not that far behind Robbie here. Ben Fuller has more damage.
Oh my gosh, Ben Fuller has more damage. That's terrible. What a tough break for Ben Fuller today.
Yes, Scott Sharp is in 9th. And there's Matt Dierkel. So these guys are still in the lead. They have not been passed yet. Let's see. Jacob Cummings is coming up on him, though. Mighty fast.
I have a high doubt that Jacob Cummings won't be the leader here.
I do, too. Let's see how it works. First, second. He has not taken the lead. Now he has. That's not what I meant to do.
So
Joe
Jacob
Donahue now
Cummings
leaving his pit stall.
has assumed the lead. Joe Donahue, Wolfgang Stone, they're coming out of the pits now.
Here comes
They have
Robbie.
been passed by Robbie. Wait a minute, Brian pitted.
Did? Can't find his car. There it is. Brian is in pit road. So Jacob Cummings is our new leader.
We've got, yeah, and it looks like the Porsches and Kyler from the pit lane did not fall back very far in the order based off of their pit stops.
Not extremely far behind. Joe Donahue's looking to make a pass here on the Beamer. Here comes Wolfgang Stone.
Wolfgang is trying to get around Joe. Joe is looking at Ben Fuller saying, what am I going to do with this slower car? Although I doubt he knows that Ben Fuller has damage.
Nah, he probably does not. Maybe he's heard it from a spotter, but Wolfgang Stone is like, hey, I really would like a top 5 here. Excuse me.
Yeah. Well, he might get it. You never know with pit stop strategy. But we'll have to look at the leader, too, because we're getting close to the end of this one. We should have 1 lap to go, but unless something crazy happens.
Comes Wolfgang. Can he make the pass? Ooh, Joe gonna push him up the racetrack a little bit, but he's gonna have the inside line coming down here. He is. Now Wolfgang Stone has taken 5th place.
So we've got 1 lap to go. Wolfgang just made a pass on Joe Donahue. Jacob Cummings leading the way.
Yes, he
Ben
has.
Fuller hit the pits as expected with the damage.
Yes, as expected.
And Jacob Cummings is coming around as, yes, we are 16 minutes in.
Robbie, yes, we are now officially, this is the last lap of the race. There's David Land, Wolfgang Stone. Joe Donahue is not giving up that position just yet.
He got back 5th with Ben Fuller hitting the pits, but he doesn't want to let Wolfgang finish in front of him because Wolfgang's a pretty big championship contender, so we'll have to see what the 47 Race Tech car does.
Joe Donahue with a tough run at Indy as well as Jacob Cummings. Jacob Cummings in the lead today. That could be a huge comeback for that 47 Race Tech Porsche. He has got this win in the bag as long as he doesn't mess up these last final corners.
Jacob Cummings coming through the hairpin for the final time.
Here he comes. Last turn. 47 Race Tech. They only have... Oh, Jacob Cummings comes to the pit road!
Is his pit... Oh, Jesus. What? No!
I don't think
Why did you do that?
I don't think he finished right. Here comes Robbie Noonan! David Land, will he come down? No!
Oh my
David
gosh,
Land.
did he...
David Land will win at Long Beach!
Wow.
David Land wins. Wolfgang Stone in 2nd. Joe Donahue 3rd. And we still got a finishing order coming here. Has Kyler even crossed the line? He has. So the leader coming into the last turn comes into pit road, and so does 2nd place.
Well, there's your pit stop strategy, although, guys, really, you could have
Really?
just finished.
I guess they just don't have the Alexander Rossi moves, do they?
I don't know. This happens sometimes with R-Factor, honestly. I mean...
Brian is completely like, what the heck just happened? I'll take 7th place, I guess. It's better than 9th.
Friends, he would.
Here comes Robbie Noonan. He will do better than the leader coming into the final turn. Here comes Jacob Cummings in 9th. Ben Fuller had 2... Oh, he is close to getting the lap, actually. Doesn't really matter because the race is over for the leaders. So comes Ben Fuller, last turn. Tough break for Jacob Cummings. Tough break for half of 47 Race Tech. Tough break for Faust Racing today. And wow, a crazy. How's the team owner of 47 Race Tech feeling with Jacob Cummings right now?
Well, I can tell you that Corvette Racing isn't going to be much happier than 47 Race Tech right now.
No, Robbie Noonan could have won that race.
To do. Not the smartest thing to do at all, but, you know, things like this happen sometimes.
So
I'll tell you what, Vipers, the Viper team is going to be pretty happy with their performance, first and fourth.
yes, first and fourth. I mean, that's their highest finishes of the day. So David Land, I mean, he just pulled a Dan Weldon 2011 Indy 500 right there. Okay, that was
It's
insane.
pretty much, yeah.
That was insane. Coming out of the final turn, and Jacob Cummings comes into pit road. Well, I'm sure Joe Donahue isn't that upset with his finish. I mean, he got third. That's good for him, a good rebound after, I mean, I think he got last place in Indianapolis. No, he got ninth or eighth.
Well, the team's not going to be happy. We could have gotten the win, but, long term, third place for team owner Joe Donahue, not bad.
Not bad at all. So here's the finishing order. You can take a look at that right now. Point standings will be updated. The point standings coming into this race are in the description below, the top 3. So thank you guys for tuning into Long Beach. Joe, your rating on today's race?
Ladies and gentlemen, you are not dreaming. This did actually happen.
A Viper won a race. Man, we really messed up today. Either way, thank you guys for tuning in. We hope to see you all next week at Daytona.
Yeah,
We'll
and don't
see.
forget to check out the Clean Coal Endurance Series as well.
As always, make sure to check that out. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you all next week.